Hey, Thabreakmasta here, and it's going to be my Kokoro Connect episode 5 review. This was a great episode here. A lot of stuff happened. Confessions, some deaths, and just the heartseed. Like, come on, like he's trying to make. I don't like that guy. I don't like him. I don't like him. He's doing all this stuff just to mess with him. This guy's annoying. I'm so mad about that. It's just all that was going on with this episode is because this fool here. Because of this fool here. Like, seriously. So basically what was going on in this episode here, it was basically right from the start. There's a confession that happens in this episode, and that's from not Lori, but from Aoki and Yui. And Aoki confesses to Yui that, you know, I love you and will you go out with me? And she's like, I'm not ready for that yet. You know how she is, she's afraid of men. But, you know, he's like, you still have a chance with me. Just, I'm not ready yet. Not yet. Not yet. So basically he's like, yeah, I still got a chance. Yes. Because he was thinking he was going to lose to Taichi because he was wondering how he felt about Taichi. And all the while that was all going on, Himiko, Lori, and Taichi were in the bushes watching that happen. And so, I mean, the reason why they're in the bushes in the first place because Himiko wanted Taichi and Lori to watch what's going to happen with this confession here today. And so, and she's like a freaking like trying to hook, like a hookup manager or something. Like you two need to hook up. So she's just trying to get them to hook up. It's like it's ridiculous. It didn't make sense. He's trying to do that. And so basically they end up confessing, and that's it. And so then Himiko's like, well, I'll leave you guys to do what you got to do. And so Lori and Taichi are there by themselves, and nothing really happens after that. She's like, we gotta go. Let's go. And so yeah, so this is where things get a little confusing and a little odd. What happens here? So Taichi's by himself, just sitting in his you know, not classroom, but you know, the place they usually sit at. And that's when we end up seeing Lori come in, but apparently Himiko switched with Lori, and so we thought, so basically that was Himiko and Lori's body. So she was walking by and saying, hey, what do you think about Lori, huh? And you know, like what's going on and stuff, basically. And so Taichi's like, yeah, you know, I like her, but I want to keep her, and I don't want to mess up anything about our relationship or anything like that, the current relationship we have, you know, because if you try to like someone that's your friend and stuff, and then something goes wrong and you're not friends anymore, you don't want that crap to happen. So that's basically what he was thinking and stuff. And basically he's just talking to her like it was Himiko, but the problem is Himiko walks in after that, and then he realizes what's going on, and apparently Lori's like, dang, you came in here too soon, and she was starting to tear up and stuff, and so she ends up leaving because she's upset. And then Taichi realizes, oh crap, I messed up, because apparently, if you remember from last episode, he was saying, it doesn't matter what you do or anything like that, I always know it'll be you, and if you change up and stuff like that, I'll always know it'll be you. And so he couldn't hold on to that promise, basically, because he messed up and didn't realize that was her, not switched, because they did not switch bodies. And so he's like, crap. And so then he ends up chasing after Lori. He ends up running to Fukushima. Fukushima tells Taichi that she left out of the school. And so he ends up chasing her down, trying to find her. And he ends up finding her. They end up making up, in a sense, because he was just basically telling her that, you know, regardless of what's going on, you know, you have a personality. It's you. You always want to crack a joke before things get serious. You know, you have like certain personality things that you always have. You know, it's always with you. Is basically what they were saying, and that made her feel better. And then after he said all that stuff to her, another confession happens right here, and Taichi says it. It's like Taichi says it to Lori, I love you. Will you go out with me? And so, you know, Lori's like. It starts all blushing and stuff, you know, and things supposed to be a good old fashioned time, you know. They're supposed to be like, yeah, you know, I love you too, and hugging and stuff, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to be all that good stuff, right? No, that's what's gonna happen. Freaking heartseed dude gotta come up and just mess up the whole freaking mood of the show right there. Like, he messed the entire mood up. He switches with Lori, right? And he's like, oh, hey, sorry about this, you know, but I'm also gonna be sorry about what I'm about to do next, so don't get mad at me. And he's like, what, Heartseed, what's going on? What you doing here? And then, like I said, I want to tell you, they're by a bridge, and there's water down there. And so if you drop from the bridge, you can get hurt pretty badly. So, you know, yeah. So you kind of know where I'm going with this, right? Heartseed took over Lori's body, got on top of the bridge part, jumps off, and Taichi couldn't save her, and bam, goes in the water, and it's like, no, like he's just like say. Completely messed the mood up, and she didn't even get to say anything. She was about to say, yay, yes, Taichi, I love you, and stuff, you know. No, don't get into that. I'm sorry, I got too much hype for this. I was very emotional. It was very emotional stuff right here. So then after this happens, oh my god, you know, everyone was there at the hospital. The heartseed man comes by and he's like, "Oh, how you doing?" And yeah, she's gonna die. So this is what you're gonna have to do, because you guys are boring me. You bore me. And so this is what you're gonna have to do here. You can switch personalities with her and die in her place. So choose out of which one of you guys are gonna do this, and you know, talk to me after you get this decision done. So yeah, bye and stuff. And he's just like, wow, really? And so they have to make a choice here. And so Taichi, as you know, always agrees first. Is like, I'll do it. And so then we get a little bit of snippet of what he's all about, basically, because I mean, he's always a selfless freak and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, I mean, I'm doing this for my selfish gain, or not selfish gain, but I am doing it for myself, you know, for myself. I look at someone and they're suffering. I can always imagine if I put it in their place, they'd be suffering more than I am. And I'd rather take their suffering instead and make them happy. I don't want to see people sad. Is what he is, you know. That's what he always wants to do. And so, yeah. And so, but they didn't do that. They didn't do any of that. Aoki's like, well, if anyone's gonna have to die, it is gonna be her. And I know that sounds mean, but that's the only way. Everyone was thinking that anyway. So I was the one that just said it. And so, yeah, this is what happens is that Lori ends up switching up with Aoki, because Aoki's like, let me switch with her so you guys can talk to her. And so they switched up and they started talking. So they went back and forth individually, talking to each other, and just being like, you know, getting to know each other. I guess the last talk with each other, basically, you know, because she's gonna die, and so she's upset and stuff like that. And so Taichi just comes in the last one to talk to her, and she's in Himiko's body, and she's like, hey, you know, how you doing? You know, you seem very relaxed as opposed to everyone else. Everyone was crying and stuff like that. So, you know, it's just kind of interesting that you're not, you know, all teared up. But she's like, if I cry, you know, you won't be able to cry and stuff. And, you know, he really cares about her a lot. And so she ends up giving her response back to her. It's like, I love you too. And, you know, I don't want to die and stuff. And it's just, that scene, I wish I could just put the scene here, because it was just too much. It was just really sad. And then basically, Lori ends up asking Himiko's body, can we have a kiss, our last kiss, basically, or our first to last kiss, you know, yeah. And so they actually kiss, and you know, he's kissing Himiko's body though. So you know, she's like, I know she'll forgive you if you did this anyway. So because I don't know if I was gonna die. So yeah, so that actually happens right there. And then here's the thing: this is like a big troll, You thought Kubo trolled this guy right here, freaking heartseed. Apparently, Lori's not dying. She's okay. Nothing's wrong with her. She's like, oh, she just got unconscious. She'll be back up in this, you know, a few minutes, honestly. And so, I know, I'm sorry for tricking you guys like that. I just want to make things more interesting for you guys. And hey, it's not that bad of an experience, because you guys, you know, learned some stuff from each other, right? And so he's like, oh, here's some cakes, you know, for my condolences to her in her hospital. I don't want to have any convenience with anyone around me or anything like that. So, you know, yeah. I'm like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. If that was me, I'm gonna be real. I'm like, you serious? We put us through this emotional stress, like for your what? I don't even understand. That doesn't make any sense. I'm like, that was a complete troll. I'm serious. It didn't make any sense. So yeah, she's fine, and so the episode ends off nice and good and everything. She comes back into their whole usual place, their club room and everything like that. And Himiko knows about the kiss, and so Himiko's like, you know, you have to, it's just gonna cost you dearly. But she was laughing weird. She was laughing very weird. So yeah, this was the episode here. I'm like I said, this was a good episode. I don't understand what the Heartseed's plan for this. I don't understand this exactly. He doesn't want to like bring no harm to anyone, but he's doing this stuff to him. It's like a TV show to him, I'm guessing. He's like, okay, let's see if I can mess with someone today. Let's troll somebody today. Okay, boom, boom, pow. I'm gonna drop. Like it just none of it made sense. Like I don't know why he did all that for it. Like I say, only for some entertainment, I'm guessing, because this guy here is just something wrong with this guy. Something wrong with him. So, yeah, leave a comment below. Tell me what you think of this episode here. Like this review, subscribe to my channel if you want to see some more Kokoro Connect reviews. So, yeah, it's been the Thabreakmasta, and until then, break out.